And it doesn't matter, it crosses party lines. And it really amped up in the 1970s under Pierre Trudeau when he declared our country multicultural. And then Mulroney came in and brought affirmative action, and he brought the Canadian Multiculturalism Act, which promotes and enhances foreign cultures in Canada. There's been mass immigration since the 90s under Mulroney, the Liberals, Harper even, 280,000 plus a year from 2005 to 2015. Under Trudeau, it stepped up. But mistake not, there is a Privy Council. It's a shadow government. They're made up of all those parties in Ottawa. They shadow Trudeau, they shadow Harper, they shadow other PMs. To think it's only Trudeau calling the shots, you are deceived. I'm telling you, you are deceived. He's just a globalist puppet up there. He's stringed to corporate globalists. He's stringed to his self-interest, his foundation, foreign interests, to the UN. This is just the way it is, everyone. If we remove Trudeau and put another globalist, nothing will change. This globalist agenda, which has been going on and on every decade, every year, will continue. The National Citizens Alliance believes we need a revolution in terms of who's in power. We want to take down the four globalists in Ottawa. They have sold out the Canadian people. Completely sold us out. And let's not forget about Harper. And remember all the veterans upset with Harper. Remember that. It was no different. They were getting funding. They were getting left behind. And then they pushed the one-time pension on them. So this hasn't changed. It's just continuing, everyone. So we're offering a solution here. We're true revolutionaries in Canada, non-violent. We want to kick the globalists out. And I'm going to explain what a globalist is, because some people may not know. There's globalization, everyone. That's a historical process of movement of people, trade of goods. We have no issue with globalization. But globalism ideology, that is mass immigration, open borders, affirmative action favoring ethnic minorities over Euro-Canadians, pushing down Canadian nationalism, transforming Canada into a post-national globalist village, turning Canadian people into a mongrelized Canadian, mongrelized. And that's the end state of a globalist state, where we're all interbred, we're just floating, we're not attached to our people, we're not attached to our land, we're not attached to our veterans or anyone. We're just floating, we're consumers and taxpayers. That's what the globalists want in the end. And we need to fight this. And it doesn't matter which globalist establishment party you put in power. It does not matter, everyone. It will continue. Mass immigration is a cornerstone of globalism ideology. All those parties support it. Not once in the House of Commons has the word mass immigration come up. Not once. Is that proof enough to everyone here? Is that proof enough?
Oh, yes.
That they are supporting it, all of them.
Yep. Yes, that's right.
Mass immigration is taking over our country. They want it up to 400,000 a year, 500,000 a year. The Euro-Canadians who founded this country, who created this country, are going to become a minority. By 2100, if this continues, Euro-Canadians will be less than 20% of the population. Already in Toronto, Euro-Canadians are a minority. What you see in Toronto is going to happen everywhere in Canada. So we ask you, stop doing the same. Look at the bigger picture. Acknowledge the globalists. Call out the globalists.
Break the
Don't just call out Trudeau. Call out all the globalists. They're selling you out. And our country's on the brink.
Got to break the cycle, right?
It's on the brink, everyone. Look at Toronto 30 years from now. No, I mean by 2030. Euro-Canadians are going to be less than a third of the population. Third of the population. And they just want to amp it up. And this is all for commercial interest. Immigration, mass immigration does not benefit the majority of the Canadian people. It does not. It's harming our economy, our environment, our society, our culture. That's part of society. And now, just think about that, everyone, when you leave today, because that's got to be our message. If we're serious about changing this crony, corrupt establishment, we got to take them all down. Don't just go for the one that's there and then just put another one in. That's what we say. So support National Citizens Alliance. We support a temporary pause, substantial reduction in immigration. We support rigorous screening at the borders, ideological screening, to keep those who have values and beliefs that are incompatible with our liberties and civil rights. They have no right to come in our country. Another thing, we will not accept a single asylum case from the U.S. Period. We will go into the Safe Third Country Act. That's all you need to write. Canada will not accept a single asylum case. Done. We need to cut the benefits that these people are coming for. We would have a 5-year, you have to be in the country 5 years before you receive any type of welfare, social services. And that's how the settlers and the pioneers, when first came to Canada, they either made it or they starved. People are coming here and getting handouts right away. This is all wrong. We want lower, less taxation. Taxes are now 43.6 on average per family. 43.6. Canadians are becoming tax slaves to these globalists and the big government. That's another form of control. There's massive bureaucracy in the federal government. We want small, efficient government. We want government of, by, and for the people. That means recall. Yes. That means referendums. That means non-confidence vote of the people to remove people like Trudeau. Right. That's what we need in this country. We support prioritizing our veterans. Look at our policies. We want to totally reform the VRAB. It's a corrupt, crony political appointment position. And many veterans, I've been to those hearings. If you ever go to those hearings, the VRB, you'll have tears in your eyes. They're just getting pushed to the gutter. I've seen it firsthand, and even the RCMP. Because they're a veteran too, right? They're an internal veteran, but they're getting pushed. The way they're ruthless in there in the VRB. They don't want to help our veterans.
They want to make us weak.
So we encourage everyone, look at our website, nationalcitizensalliance.ca. Look at our policies. The only way we're going to turn things around is to remove all the globalists. We have to. That has to be our rally cry. If we keep putting more globalists in, they're just going to continue. It's been going on for decades. Decades and decades, everyone. So think about that. We got to stop the playing back and forth, and nothing ever changes, right? Nothing ever changes.
Right, never does.
But look at Europe. There's movements like the National Citizens Alliance in Europe. Look at Trump. In many ways, he represents some of what we stand for. So there is already movements, and we need it in Canada. And trust me, everyone, they're trying to kick us down. They don't want the NCA. They don't want the NCA.
Yep. They tried it in Halifax, didn't they? Yeah.
Oh, we're getting attacked by the media, just like Canadian Combat Coalition. The government is trying to deny our registration. We got all kinds of radical left, We got even extremes on the far right who are confused, who don't understand what a true patriot is. Has nothing to do with racism or supremacy. It's all about our people, our country, and loving our country, our homeland. If we lose our homeland, we are lost as the people. We are lost. And there's other nations coming for us. Trust me. They're out there. You don't see the Chinese doing this, do you? Or the Indian government? Or the Mexican government? Do you see them doing this big global agenda? Do you see the Middle East countries letting in thousands of immigrants?
No way.
Zero.
No way.
We're going to be done, the West. We're losing our homeland. And we're a minority in the world. So we need to fight, everyone. If we don't fight, we're going to lose everything we have. That's what we stand for. So in your heart, I ask you to take the brave, bold step and support the NCA. Because we're on the right path, like C3. And we're nothing without the support of the Canadian people. You all, the Canadian people, please listen to us. If you embrace us, support us, because that's the only way we will succeed. We are dependent on the Canadian people. Thank you.
Thank you.